when you were working with Suraiya ji, you proposed to her and she rejected your proposal. Is that?
That was my first love. I cried for her. I wanted to marry her. Yeah, it's a fact. Yeah, she didn't. I cried. I cried over the shoulder of my brother, but I'm glad I did not. If I'd married her, I wouldn't be there sitting like this talking to you. I would be somewhere else. Because every time you meet somebody new and somebody who influences you, your course of life changes. आज एक यंग लड़की है बड़ी मजेदार, उसने शादी कर ली तो शादी उसको कहीं और ले गई. So I'm glad I did not. Destiny had planned it.
Is it true? There's another rumor that she took you gave her a ring and she threw it in the sea. Is that true?
This is what she said to somebody, and I started believing. But I don't care whether she did it or not. But the fact remains that she did care for me, but she did not have the courage to tell her people, her world, the world that she was living in, that she wanted to marry a young man from North India, come to Bombay and just got into the movies, didn't want to get married to him. That's okay. I think I like, when I look back, I think I did the right thing. She did the right thing for me.
Yes. What made you fall in love with her?
Umar, she was a big star when I came.
Yeah.
Psychological, because Suraiya at the top of her form, Suraiya singing, her songs being heard, limousines, American Buick, an American Lincoln,
yes.
And I'm getting off the train, walking all the distance from the Churchgate station to her apartment, walking to meet her. So, this is a hell of a girl, this is a great girl. And then she fell for me, and she fell for me, and she was a young girl, and I had not loved a girl that way. And I said, my God, this is pretty, she's young, and she pampers me, and I like it. And it's not just a girl, it's a bloody huge star the whole world is falling for. Anybody could have fallen for her. I did, and I did genuinely, and I proved it to her by offering to marry her. I'm a very genuine man.
Yeah.
So that's it.
What stopped her from marrying you?
I think you got to go and ask her if she's still alive. I don't know. But I think she must have been dissuaded. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe at a later stage of her life she must have regretted, because I was growing. And the last time I met her, she was invited to a show, and she was nobody, and I was a huge star. But then we just met like good acquaintances.
The family wasn't accepting you, I
think.
Yeah,
because I think it's a part of life.
It's part of life.
It's a part of life.
Any other heroine you fell in love with that deeply after that?
You keep on loving all the time. You keep on loving from a distance, from close quarters, in your dreams, in your state of mind. And it can happen also a lot of times that you don't want to tell the world, because this does not involve you, it involves somebody else. And why should you mention somebody else in a scandal? I'm not that type of man, no. Nobody should be involved from your lips, through your lips. It should not be involved for the world to make fun of, or for the world to think about.
But people talk about the fabulous relationship you shared with Zeenat Aman, who you launched.
Zeenat Aman, I launched Zeenat Aman. Zeenat Aman was a cult figure, and Zeenat Aman, we were very great friends. And I think you should have seen Zeenat in her glory. And then suddenly Zeenat went to Raj Kapoor. I had a great story for her, but then she went into Raj Kapoor's camp, and I got lost somewhere else. So it's another chapter. That explains my upsets, my sorrows are short-lived. Again, the same philosophy from Dono. That's a fact.
But you mentioned it in your book that you were completely infatuated by her.
Why not? Because I think when you're working together and you're working closely and you get infatuated, what sort of translation infatuation gives to the two individuals is besides the point. That's not to be mentioned. That should not be talked about. It's so very, very, very private and very confidential and personal.
And you were upset when she left Navketan for the RK banner?
You see, you start having a sense of possession with people, and then you start, when you go back home, start wondering what the hell, why I'm possessive about? Stupid, get out of it. And I close my eyes and say, what the bloody hell, get out of it. And I get out of it.
But did you forgive her for walking out on Avketa and joining the RK banner?
No, short-lived,
Short-lived.
short-lived.
You meet now?
I respect her. When I call her, she responds.
Yeah.
If I call her to a party, she came to my book. She came to my room to say hello. And she's still a very charming lady. She's fantastic. She's very elegant looking. She's classy. She speaks very well. Even she writes very well. And I know that in English.
Yeah.
And she carries herself off very well.